I'm here. So are you. We're both here.
Wow.
But I'm here with my good friend, Tallon. We have a wonderful story of how we met and all the great stuff that it's been amazing. And when I met you, you were working in a coffee shop and you weren't doing so good.
Yeah, backslidden Christian, lost in a coffee shop.
And God just used me to really speak into your life. And it's amazing what, I've seen God do. And I think you finding your lovely wife, Brooke, was a tremendous asset, which just really, helps us all, when you get to those decisions in life where you have to be married and everything. And, but, as importantly, I've seen you've acknowledged mistakes. The humility that I've seen in you is amazing. And, but I really, Tallon, I remember last year when I invited you guys to come to Turkey. And you were excited to come, and I had no idea, how it was going to impact you. I only know how it's impacted me. I know how it's impacted most people that go. But I think that it would be really cool for you to share a little bit of what that trip actually did to you, especially in relation to how sometimes we view church in the West to what you saw. The gospel is the same, but how things are a little bit different and how that impacted you.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I was deeply impacted. Well, first off, I would say I experienced more of the church in people's homes than I did in a big building somewhere. Just the hospitality these people had and showed us, cooking for us, celebrating, and we got to dance with them sometimes. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, you're
quite the Iranian dancer.
yeah. Man, yeah, just especially when we got to experience people who really have skin in the game when it comes to faith.
Yeah.
Guys who have put their lives on the line.
Yeah.
People who have fled countries for the sake of the gospel and then tried to go back and save families. It's just so real over there.
The distractions here tend to be a little different. And one of the things that I've noticed, and I think you would attest to this, is it seems like when there's tremendous persecution in the church, it tends to bring things together. And we did notice that there was a real community, in the churches, and tireless work ethic of the pastors and so forth. I mean, they work us like dogs, literally, when we're over there. It's just crazy. Yeah.
I mean, you were getting texts. We just landed, got on a bus, and we weren't even halfway to the place. And you were like, "Are you ready for ministry, Keith?"
Yeah, that was crazy. We're about a half hour into the trip, and Pastor Samira calls and says, well, Keith, are you ready for ministry? And I remember just going like, yep, that's why we're here.
That's why we're here.
So we have a hospital visitation. And you remember that?
I was deeply impacted by just the women, the tears. Yeah, it was heavy.
Yeah, so the lady falls and shatters her knee. And they can't even get pain meds until they take an offering in the church. I mean, that's pretty sad because pain meds can't cost that much, but they won't even give them to them. And one of the 5 pillars of Islam is compassion. Maybe, if you're a Muslim. And you know somebody probably, but if you're a Christian, not so much. And the woman who was the interpreter for the Iranian people was a former Muslim who became a Christian, and she was bold enough or crazy enough to wear a cross at work, which got her a lot of persecution and ridicule. Unfortunately, she's been fired. I didn't tell you that, but I just found out recently that she's been fired. But anyhow, we're in there, and we prayed for the woman to be healed, and I remember saying that, listen. And she didn't get healed. I said, but I want you to know that we're here to help. We don't have a big ministry, but we have had some people that have been very kind and generous, and Gail and I sow into it. Everything, we take no money out of the ministry, all the administration stuff we do, and people that volunteer to help, and so the money goes directly to the mission field. But we were able to get, I think the surgery was around 3,000 pounds, which you'd have to do the math on. That might be $4,500 or something like that. And they had raised about a third of it, and we were able to get the other 2/3 of the surgery. And they did the surgery the very next day. And so these people are blown away by this. Sometimes we get overwhelmed by the amount there is to do. But if we all do something, we can accomplish a lot of things. So we can't do everything, but we can do something. So tell me, about one of the favorite things that impacted you. I mean, that was an incredible story.
Something that deeply impacted me and Brooke, specifically the both of us, was Masood. Well, I didn't even get to hear it because there wasn't a translator.
Yeah, that's true. We have his testimony recorded, but we don't have a translator. But let me give you a short version.
Yeah.
Masood was a factory owner in Iran, and someone gave him a prophetic word that you're about ready to lose everything that you own. I mean, we got a lot of stuff going on in America right now with fake prophecies and Facebook data mining and all that stuff. But Masood, it actually happened. They took his businesses because he was a Christian and they put him in prison. I don't know if I have every detail right. It's been a while since I heard the story, but I know he was in prison and they told him he could get out in 3 days. Now, when you get out in 3 days, that can involve torturing and all kinds of threats to your family. And it's amazing to me, how many times do we fall away because of temptation and not persecution?
Wow.
But this man would not deny his faith. He believed a false religion for so long, and now he met the Jesus of the Bible, the one that is the Son of God, the one that created all things, the one that's not just a prophet. And that Jesus appeared in an open vision to him, and this is what he said: I gave it to you, but I took it away. But I'm going to give you something back that no one can ever take from you. That's why we have to lay our treasures in heaven, where moth and rust don't corrode and thieves don't break it and steal. And he gave him a joy of salvation, and that's what you saw in that man.
Yeah.
You met a happy man that he doesn't have much.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
4 years. But they sent the right guy to prison. I'm going to tell you why. Because he led so many inmates and even guards to Christ. And there is a man of faith that I will tell you, they will ask, what are we doing with the free time that we have here? Are we sharing the gospel? We don't have to. The worst we could have someone tell us, get the blank away from me.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it. I had that today at the store.
And the other day.
2 weeks ago, and the other day. But you know what? We keep sharing.
Amen.
Amen.
You know the story. I had never heard it. We're just here trying to capture it.
Yeah.
And even though I can't understand a word he's saying, I am moved to the point of tears.
Yeah.
And
you can see it in his eyes.
Yes.
As he's sharing the story and he's crying. It's an incredible experience. There's so many of those kinds of stories. But I'm excited that you're coming back again this year. So look forward to seeing you again in Turkey here soon.
Come on. Likewise.
All right. Amen.